Hello everyone! A lightning news flash flew across the United Arab Emirates yesterday, and I urgently left for Saadiyat Island to show you how wonderful it is here, how comfortable. Yes, I won't be afraid to say this is truly the Arab Maldives. The water is possibly even better than in the Maldives. This area is being beautified. You see, everything is prepared and the entire infrastructure is ready. Such a cool museum, the Louvre. We have greenery here, very beautiful. Most likely we will not make it to the first two homes that will be released this Saturday, unfortunately, because there will be an enormous demand now. But if you write to me very quickly, you might have a chance, because these are the first homes and they will of course be the cheapest compared to others. Our project will consist of 7 houses and will be a very cool closed community. Accordingly, I want to show you this location now, to walk again along this coastline, along such a luxurious promenade with such turquoise beautiful water. I will try to convey this atmosphere to you so that you have a clear understanding, friends, of where you can go right now. So stay with me, don't switch, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because, friends, I create unique content for you and strive to be one of the first to provide you with the coolest reviews. I want to show you, friends, this promenade and location again. Now we will walk a little further and I will show you the exact location where this project called MAMSHA Gardens will be located. Look at these gorgeous houses in terms of design. The developer Aldar has really done a great job recreating such homes. This is simply the best coastline in the Middle East. Look, this is our promenade where cafes and restaurants are located, and we will walk behind these houses to see our location. While we walk, I want to draw your attention to how much greenery is on the island and how Aldar knows how to create such great communities. Imagine these houses were built in 2019, and look at the style and design that was already present at that time. I mention this because new houses will be coming out soon, and just think about the quality and cool design these houses will have. Look, I am standing almost by the sea, and you can see the Sheikh Zayed Museum, which will be operational in 2026. And here is our location, and this house is right next to it. This will be one part of the project. Friends, please pay attention to this part. This will be our location for the MAMSHA Gardens project. Let's walk a little closer so you have a clearer understanding of how it all looks. Of course, Aldar has already beautified and prepared everything here. I really like developers who beautify the entire area even before building the houses. We will drive through this entire area and I will show you all the museums that are already being completed. You can see the Sheikh Zayed Museum is almost ready. And here, behind the bushes, is the first part of MAMSHA Gardens. And this, friends, is the location. Let's take a look at this area. Well, this area will be entirely MAMSHA Gardens, a great location. Plus, look, we have luxurious villas, MAMSHA residences nearby. Just imagine, you step out of your house and everything is already prepared. Cafes, restaurants, shops, and you can easily walk across the pedestrian crossing and find yourself on the best coastline in the Middle East. This coastline has been recognized as the best for 12 years. It is completely forbidden to walk on yachts, and there are no jet skis here. Dolphins swim here. The name Saadiyat, translated from Arabic, means island of happiness. Of course, when you come here, you immediately feel the wonderful sea air and the relaxed atmosphere. From our house, I walked just 3 to 4 minutes, and we reached the most beautiful, clean, crystal turquoise beach. It's great here, especially on weekends. There are so many people. The beach has just been renovated. Before, it was just a line of white sand without all these plantings. I will show you footage from 2020. Now, of course, they have done a lot of planting. Just recently, this beach reopened only a week ago after the renovation. You can see such beautiful promenades made of tiles, and everything is immersed in greenery. Yes, friends, this is a paradise place, Saadiyat Island. Please, just feel the atmosphere here. Pay attention to how great and comfortable it is. Look at the turquoise water. Well, this indeed certainly adds to the design. Greenery plus white sand plus turquoise water. Here we have some restaurants. And this is a cool restaurant, Roclette, by the way. We love coming here all the time. They have live music. The saxophonists are really great. Look, yes, how wonderful it is. And such an atmosphere right outside. You can sit here, shops, buy coconuts. Here you can enjoy such a cool, truly luxurious area. Look, yes, I won't be afraid to say it. This is truly the Arab Maldives. The water, perhaps even better than in the Maldives. Just please pay attention. It's just super, super turquoise crystal water. Very cool. And plus, look, here are the volleyball courts. It's really, really great. This beach is not free at all. On weekends, it's 200 dirhams per person and 120 dirhams on weekdays. It used to be much cheaper. It's because the developer, Aldar, renovated this beach. The prices have become like this. Plus, you must wear a bracelet when you enter near the entrance, and you can enjoy walking around and relaxing here. Yes, it's a great atmosphere. Nice. I'm trying to convey this atmosphere to you, friends. And as you can see, I'm wearing pants and a shirt, so it's somewhat hot for me. But what won't you do for exclusive content for you? In general, according to forecasts, 2 houses will be launched now, and they will sell out in about an hour to an hour and a half. I will now attach the master plan, and the first ones will be released from the houses, which are numbers 1 and 2. I repeat, most likely we won't make it in time. Regarding these houses, but for the next ones, dear investors, we can certainly claim them together. But I repeat, if you write to me very quickly, then perhaps we can get in even in the first round. Overall, the MAMSHA Gardens project promises to be a super luxurious place, a separate closed community away from everything, with a very nice territory and greenery. It will be a paradise. And most importantly, friends, the island of Saadiyat and the entire project of Saadiyat Grove with all the houses located near the museums is a gold mine. If you invest in this real estate now, believe me, I guarantee 1000% that you will be very happy in 3 to 4 years, because you will see a colossal growth in your property. Many questions come from clients about what schools, kindergartens, and educational institutions are on the island. I will now attach all the kindergartens so that you have an understanding of the names of these schools. Plus, there is a branch of New York University on the island, which can be reached in about 5 to 6 minutes. This area of Saadiyat is considered a cultural island where 6 museums are gathered. We will also drive through these locations now, and I will show you the updated version of the construction and the data about these museums. We are now heading to the end of the MAMSH project. This is the first historical MAMSHA in 2019 that surrendered. We are now approaching the Nobu residences and the Guggenheim Museum. I will show where the Nobu residences will be built. We will drive through completely now. To give you a clear understanding of what is here on the island, look at this fence. The Nobu residences are currently being built on this plot. This is the most luxurious. Can you imagine a 1-bedroom apartment here costs around 8 million? On the left, we have Saadiyat Grove, which will be completed in the second quarter of 2025. And now, friends, we are approaching the Guggenheim Museum. Look how huge it is. This museum, friends, was designed by architect Frank Gehry and is expected to become the largest branch of the Guggenheim, showcasing contemporary art from around the world. Imagine the level of sophistication here on the island of Saadiyat. When it is completed, of course, there will be a lot of tourists here. As we approach the Louvre Museum, let me stop now and show you how the construction of the Saadiyat Grove project is going. You see, further in the middle between the buildings, there will be a cool, huge gallery with Michelin restaurants. I also have here, my friends, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom apartments. For any taste right to me, I will help you find it. The completion is already in the 25th year, in the 2nd or 3rd quarter of the first buildings. So we continue to the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is already operational. It opened in 2017. Can you imagine, the government spent about €1 million, some say euros, some say dollars, to buy the franchise. For €500 million and €500 million to build and bring the exhibits here from Paris, from France. Here's an interesting story. So, look further. We are passing by the Louvre, residences that overlook the Louvre Museum. The construction process is actively ongoing. The area is being beautified. As you can see, everything is fully prepared and all the infrastructure is ready. Here is such a cool Louvre Museum with greenery and parking spaces. Very beautiful here. Also, look, there are 3 churches here: a synagogue, a Muslim mosque, and an Orthodox church. Also, friends, we are currently passing by the Abu Dhabi Natural History Museum, which will be dedicated to the history of nature, evolution, and the diversity of life on Earth. So, it will be such a historical museum. And plus, look, on the left here is the Team Lab Phenomenon Museum, Abu Dhabi. This is the future of interactivity, an art installation created by the Japanese collective Team Lab, known for its digital art projects. So, the Sheikh Zayed Museum is a national museum, a future museum dedicated to the history and culture of the United Arab Emirates. Now we will try to get closer. Look how huge it is. And plus, of course, I also want to point out the landscaping. All of this will be very beautiful here. Also, this will be the museum dedicated to the legacy of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the founder of the United Country. Now we, friends, have arrived at the Monarata City Exhibition. Let's drive a little further over there. Many conferences are held here. It will also be very profitable to rent out real estate. You see how great it is here. There are many cultural attractions here, and this is the monorail living house. The developer is Aldar, and these are budget homes, but there are also cinemas, barbecue areas, swimming pools, and fitness centers, as well as playgrounds. This is the first house, and a little further will be the second house, which has already been sold, and soon a third house will also be built along this line. Here, friends, 1-bedroom apartments will cost around $420,000, and 2-bedroom apartments about $700,000. 3-bedroom apartments may cost around $850,000–900,000. It's also a very cool location. The Sheikh Zayed Museum is nearby, about 800 meters away. Look, you can also purchase real estate here. I have clients waiting for houses here, specifically the monorail. They cannot afford, for example, more expensive or luxury real estate, so to speak. You can also find very good options available here, price quality, so to speak. Now we will drive to the location of MAMSHA Gardens from the other side. Look, this road will indeed lead to our plot. You can also actually see empty plots here where real estate will truly be sold. I repeat, please write in advance about these huge plots where everything will be sold. And here, in fact, are the villas. And to the left, this entire area will be MAMSHA Gardens. As for the MAMSHA Gardens project, the completion of the project is scheduled for the 28th year, 2nd quarter. The payment plan here is also very comfortable. To buy and reserve property here, you only need to pay 10%. Dear investors, this is a very great option. Not every developer offers such initial payments these days. Well, in general, you need to pay 60% by the 28th year, by the 2nd quarter. You need to pay 35% of the total property cost to receive the keys. So this is a very comfortable installment plan. Let me now tell you a bit about the project, how many units will be available and what the areas are. By the way, the layouts here are really great. You can immediately see the developers' work. They did a great job on the layouts, and they turned out to be very nice and functional. The project will include a total of 493 units, which are distributed across 7 buildings. Now I will immediately attach the layout for each apartment so that you have an understanding of what types of properties will be available here. 1-bedroom apartments will start from 100 square meters. They will be large. Please pay attention to the layout. Yes, the developer has created the 1-bedroom apartment very intelligently in terms of functionality. Next is a 2-bedroom apartment plus an office. It will be 195 square meters. Also a very cool layout. Next, there is also a 2-bedroom apartment with an office and an additional room for staff. It will be a little larger, already 216 square meters. Please pay attention to the layout. Also, a huge, cool, comfortable apartment. You have a beautiful beach nearby. What else do you need for life, as they say? Now let me show you a 3-bedroom apartment, plus an office and an additional room for staff. It will be 262 square meters. Here I also attach the layout. Please take a close look. We will also have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom townhouses in the project. Now I will show you a 2-bedroom townhouse. It will also include an additional room for staff. It will be approximately 284 square meters. We also have a 3-bedroom townhouse, plus an additional room for staff, with an area of 387 square meters. Please pay attention to the layout. I also wanted to remind you. Earlier, of course, in my videos, I talked and continue to talk about the developer Aldar. It's no secret that this is my favorite developer. I really love it, its quality, its attitude towards the business in general. And I want to remind you once again that the developer Aldar is not just a developer, it is a whole ecosystem. How does this manifest? First of all, friends. The developer Aldar is the 2nd largest developer in the world after the Chinese developer. This is powerful. Can you imagine? The 2nd largest in the world. Accordingly, the logical conclusion is that if you invest your money with the developer Aldar, particularly on the island, you should understand that your property will definitely be completed and will grow very well. Furthermore, a very important point is that the developer Aldar offers mortgages to its clients, which is a very important option that is generally not available in the UAE market, and I think even in the Middle East. This means that, for example, we take the payment plan for the apartment as 65-35, just like we have now with the MAMSHA Gardens project. Look, we pay 65% during the construction with our own funds, and to receive the keys we need to pay 35%. The developer can offer you a mortgage for those 35%, not a bank, but the developer itself. Currently our rate is around 4% per annum, plus or minus. This is a very important point. If you are an Aldar client, I repeat, they provide you with a mortgage, so you can also expect a mortgage for about 20-25 years. Furthermore, if you want to resell the property, you can also list your apartment on the developer's portal. They have such an option. Imagine, an official developer's manager will sell your property, which is also a very important point. Plus, if you purchase property worth over 2 million dirhams from the developer Aldar, when your property is ready, Aldar helps you obtain a golden visa. Imagine, you don't need to run around or pay third-party companies. After receiving the keys, the developer helps you organize everything efficiently and quickly. Dear investors, friends, I hope my information was clear and accessible to you. I tried to convey the atmosphere of this island. I quickly oriented myself and arrived so that you could book the best apartments in time. So, if you are interested in this island and this project, write to me. You will find my contacts below in the description, and I will get in touch with you and provide guidance. How to quickly book apartments here, because to be honest, there will be huge demand. And generally on Saadiyat Island, when projects from the Aldar developer are released, There is always, of course, tremendous excitement, and it is very, very difficult to buy real estate here. And in order to quickly orient yourself, you need to be ready, of course. Thank you for watching. All the best.